generation, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself.
From a city that's played host to 10 Super Bowls, here's a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Base. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
Ready? They go play action here on first down. It's complete to Watt. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. And that's caught by Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Running with Kamara. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Look at me. Go. He's checking. Crash. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Showing up. 5.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Completes it to Watt. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lutz puts this one through. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Look at him. Check right 54. Right 54. Watch this. 8. 20. Watch 20.
Newton on 1st down. Quick slant. Caught by Moore. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down.
A gain of 15. 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready? Right there, 56.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. This a quick pass to Davis. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Toss play, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Room to run inside the 40. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Smallwood, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
The set, 180. March 47. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 7-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gun.
This is Scarlett on the carry. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. 22 yards on the pickup there. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Ready?
Now back to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. And let's get that ball here, let's get that. Go.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Hey, check. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. He's tired of me. Get it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That'll be complete to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he'll score! Touchdown, New Orleans! It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. What's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Right now, under 100 yards of total offense. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 46-yard line.
40 to set. Ready? Set is the mic. Rap.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Carolina.
Ready? Right to the 3. 54 Mike.
Now Newton on 1st down. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw is Newton. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's fielded in the end zone. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And now look at him go. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Carolina. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Well, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Well, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Go out. I'm coming after you.
Second and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds a man right there. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Dontari Poe marches in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Rush in. Rush in. Check 26. Check 26. Gun.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Operating from the gun. Newton buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They run Smallwood, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's go. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready? 50, plant.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Second and goal at the same 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
It's caught by Davis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Here we go, G. Here I come again.
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll look to throw here. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Push him back. X3. 218. Chopper. Look. Squeeze. Get it.
Here we go with Kamara. Well, he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Finds the former Northwestern Wildcat, Austin Carr. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Mike 54. Ready.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
After the run, Newton going to throw. This one complete to Smallwood. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Getting toward the middle of the fourth quarter, and with that lead, they love runs like that.
And don't we spend a lot of time looking at the timeout situation, clock management, but it's really not going to matter much if they can't stop them. And right now, they're really struggling to get them on the ground.
First down, a run with Smallwood. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready to break.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
54. Mike 54. Here we go. Hey, one set.
Back to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now 3rd and 2.
Hey, Steve 6. 59 mark. Check, 59. Ready, go. Check. Mike 5.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Rock it. Get it.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for Carolina, it's a dream start. 2 wins. Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next